NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Witt's going to give this to Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown! Kylan Granson, 36 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. They're going for it. It's Murray out to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Colts field goal, a 48-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Murray a give. This is Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Daniels. They'll run here with Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Play fake. Murray on the move to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrell Daniels from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On third down, here's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Steps away. On the screen, this is Edmonds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Rolling to his right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. First down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead. Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Second down, another run with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Murray off play action. It's caught right side by Daniels. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Murray going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37, and this one will be brought back to the 22. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Blankenship's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Peters able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about
touchdown Colts? Michael Pittman, 26 yards. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray now on 1st down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. On the handoff, Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz now to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 30. 10. 5. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Conner. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Wentz to Doyle there. 1st down, Colts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. He's got Doyle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Wentz to throw. He's got Jack Doyle.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Wentz. And going right back to Pittman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
13 more yards.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Out to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll look to run with Freeman. Well, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry for James Conner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Oh, the return is Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come...